Hi everyone, very good evening. Today is August 3rd. Welcome to another edition of the Daily Stock Trade Recap and Daily Teachings by Ripster. So, guys, stay on today after we do the recaps. I'm going to talk about earnings, how I analyze earnings. I don't really analyze how everybody else analyzes, but I'm going to show you how I analyze the earnings after hours, how we nailed some of those trades after hours, and how we because earning season is a season when you can really make consistent profit money if you are sticking with your proper setups, right? Like I always say, your setup, your system, the system works really nicely in earning season because there's a lot of volatility, a lot of stocks are moving, there's a lot of liquidity, and this, like this week, we have been on like tier this week, and even today, one loser and bunch of wins. And I will show you everything. I will show you how we did it, and what were our trades, how we nailed everything in the community, how I guided all day, be in the community or on the Twitter, so that before and after how things work. And maybe once we are done with this video, you in next earnings season you can kill it on your own, and you can trade these setups, understand how to analyze some of the earnings after hours and what to look for. So yes, so today's video will be two sections: the trade recaps, then we will talk about after hour trades, which will include the earning review and earning trades. As you see right now, Apple, I was a short in the community. I tweeted about why it's not impressive and how we nailed it, but that's fine. When we come in the end, we will talk about it. So let's just go back. Let's just go back to the mornings. All right, guys. So let's look at. All right. So today morning, same as every day. We were up. I was up like 45 minutes before the market opened, and we had our August 3rd watch list ready. So we looked at what's going on in the pre-market. There were a bunch of names today. Like, there were so many gap ups, so many gap downs, so many earnings, but we needed to stick with few trades. So what we did was we did PayPal short, we did a DXC short, we did Upwork long, Run long, then there was a Tesla long trade, and then there was a SPY and QQQ long, and then bunch of other trades in between. So we'll talk about all of that. But as always, Suri was up pre-market early, and then when I was up, I reviewed everything for the community and I posted it on Twitter as well. We looked at the gappers, what were the stocks which were gapping up and gapping down, as I do every day. Then of course it was an earnings season, so I went through all the earnings this morning, right? What was the news? Qualcomm, PayPal, DoorDash, Hood, DXC, Unity Software, Etsy. Etsy was our short as well today. I didn't personally trade it, but people did get good on today. And W was a good trade on the earnings. So we reviewed everything, right? I spent time to review everything. I spend more time to review other websites as well, and I post it on Twitter every day for you guys. So to how to get ready for the day. Then we looked at the market, what is SPY doing and QQ doing. When we opened the market, SPY and QQQ was bearish. So SPY and QQQ was bearish, and we were trying to see what it's going to do the rest of the day. And it held the levels, it was bearish, tried to dip, held the level, and then it went for a nice long trade. Bearish, rejected, 10 a.m. rejection, held the pre-market lows. Again, guys, you see me every day, you learn from me every day, same concept. Went up, held pre-market levels, and then went long, nice long. And as I will show you, I guided that long as well. So how did we start our day? Okay, so our day started, we had a bunch, we set our price alerts, everything was ready in the community, and we made a watch list: Etsy, Upwork, Run, Qualcomm, PayPal Shop, Microsoft, DXC, and bunch others. Run and Upwork were bullish buys right at open. Right at open, they were bullish buys. I discussed it on my pre-market discussion that I have every day on the screen share, the pre-market prep. So we had Run and Upwork as but there's a good lesson to learn here on both of these, run and Upwork. So let me go back to my watch list. Let's see. Yeah, run and Upwork. So run was our loser today. Uh, there is a reason, and but the thing was we did not let a loser turn into a big loser. At least I didn't, and I made sure none of my students or my community folks who look up to me that they don't lose much. Of course we lose, there are losers. Nobody's can win all the time, right? And if you have a bad entry, there can be losers. So run and Upwork had good earnings. The only thing was, if we see these charts were not really that bullish because there's still a lot of bag holders. Like run chart, it's still a lot of bag holders, right? And if I look at Upwork charts, it was a little decent chart than run, and it behaved in a different way. So our price alerts started to hit, everything started to hit. PayPal was breaking the pre-market lows. We were ready to short, and right at open I said PayPal short, right? So here's the thing, guys. If I say PayPal short, it means I am short. You have to analyze it. It's basically I'm telling people in my community, or if I tweet something to people who see what I said, you have to analyze. All right, so Rip is looking to short it or is short. Can I get a good entry? If you can get a good entry, you wait for that entry, and then you hit it. You find your risk reward, right? Why was it a short for me? It was a setup for me. I shorted it as per my system, and you see what does your system say, how to short it. PayPal was a big win today. These PayPal short options went 40-50%, really banked good on them. So anyways, so PayPal was another two trades right at the open, was run and Upwork, right? So I said run and Upwork, watch the pullbacks, risk 34.50 right at the open. And what happened was we longed it, right? So we longed it right at open. It was open here at 13 bucks. Upwork went to 14.50 because we were ready. Run opened at this 20 level, went to 21.80. So anyone who didn't take the morning profit, or who chased, had a bad entry, then he faced this, especially on the run. I personally, I had a good entry, but I did again on the dip. Didn't work. I was out. No big deal. But a lot of people, I think, added higher, and that's when happened is when it breaks the 512 EMA Clouds, and then it dips 34.50, and even that doesn't hold. You need to get out, and especially when the opening price. Listen carefully. The opening price is not holding. You get out. So run was that. So I talked about I missed our AMD long today was versus 108. So AMD long versus 108. Nice push over EMA Clouds, and whole day AMD was our target on AMD all day. So let me show you before I go back there. So, okay, so AMD 108 long watch, nice push long over EMA Clouds. Next target 112.50. QQX strong at open, helping it. AMD 112. We logged some AMD into 10 AM push. Next target 113, half left. Met the 113 target, logged most, 1/3 left. Right, so it was, by that time it was 10:30. AMD was already meeting our target. Then whatever was the left, AMD big push over 113. Now 113.50 watch or 113 pullback watch for next push to 114. And here's our price alert hit. We took our target, we took our profit. Beautiful trade from 110 to 114. I didn't trade options personally. I was in the shares, $4 per shares. Even if you had, for smaller accounts, even if you have 500 shares, that was $2,000 for you. Risking, what was our risk? We were risking like 50 cents or 80 cents. We were risking $600-700 or $400 to make $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. So you guys see the whole day guidance on AMD. So very profitable, very nice trade. Very proud of this trade. So let's talk about run. So run and Upwork was bullish bias versus the EMA Cloud, right, at open, but run went up. I mean, run, I was pretty profitable, but I was working with a lot of trades, so I could not scale out, and I can't manage those many trades, so I just added more, and it could have been a winner for me because I had a good entry, but I somehow did not manage, and then it just came back and we took a loss, right? So it tried to bounce, held the trend, and then I said careful on the run. If 20, no, if only long if 20 reclaim. It was never able to reclaim 20, right? So that's it. So run was our loser. What did Upwork do? Upwork was our winner. And here's the key, guys, don't focus on the alerts, or it's okay, I put the things out there. I don't want anybody to slapping it. I want them to understand. I just show them what I'm doing, what is working, and it's not rocket science. I see it working because I have this view in my mind where I can tell what the trend is doing. So anyways, so Upwork, my target was 15 over this 1450 break. Then when it was pulling back, of course, it pushed rightly, but I held. I didn't scale out like run. Then I said it can test 3450. The stops were under 1250, right? We never stopped out. Never stopped out. Look at my stops, 1250, never stopped out. And from 1250, the stock went back to 1450, $2 per share, right? If you added versus 1250, even if you risked 20 cents, you made $2. If you risk $200, you made probably $800 there. That's how the good trade was. How would we nail it? We followed the system. So follow the system, guys. I tell every day, and I'm proud of a lot of people who I am seeing improvements, and I hear good comments on YouTube because it is my system. You like my system, follow my system, but improvise. So this was really good. Upwork was really nice for us. Then biggest trade of the day, W. W was our biggest trade of the day. Let's look at it. Okay, there's a lot of things gonna pop out on W, so I can't really, that ticker is a little crazy there, so let's see. So W, okay, so anyways, W was even on my Twitter, I was talking about W. So this morning, W had a good report. I posted the fundamental analysis, and I posted this chart which was weekly breaking out. And when I posted it, it was 86 bucks, and by the end of the day, we were over 90 bucks, right? So it was very profitable trade for us today. So up, if I go back, let's look at where we were doing W. Okay, let's so W, look for long calls, nice bounce over 3450 from pre-market discussion, right? So, and W, I shared the weekly, my reasoning, why do I like W? People were in bunch of the calls in W, and a lot of people were very profitable on W. So W was another good trade for us today. And it was a big trade for me personally. And then you have to take profits, right? And yes, PayPal short. So as I showed you guys, I was short PayPal right at open, $2 short for me. I covered, but someone in the room, others in the room, they re-added here because 3450 did reject, and look at it, 3450 reject, more lows. Really nice short all day PayPal. I was in 65 puts. I always share the puts for the option traders. And the 65 breaks, we get a nice leg down, and that's what happened, right? So PayPal 40% on next 65p, $2 short. Out of my short last piece, I was out here, and it rejected, went down. One of our members, Anna, really traded it well, and she nailed it. So I was proud of that. So PayPal, another big win for us. And DXC was short versus EMA Cloud. Again, it was a setup. Why was it a setup? Look here, look carefully. What did we break? Weekly level, guys. Weekly level. Weekly level. Breaks, no support. Short on the bounce versus the EMA Clouds from almost from $21 to under $19. All day beauty short in the morning, so I don't see, if I do something I show it, right? So if I'm, so you see that there's a confidence for me, it comes from my conviction of my screen time. That's why I say it, right? If it doesn't work, doesn't work, I don't care. Yes, of course, I don't want somebody to have a wrong entry, and I always never like if somebody is losing money on my idea, but again, I want everybody to be accountable, so trade on themselves. But anyways, options were spready on this, so I was in the short. And if you want to short, you should get Cobra trading for short. I will post the link today for the Cobra trading, my link. You can use that. All day beautiful short, no reason to cover, looking for 19 reject, and then I was all out. Just a beautiful trade, DXC. We just nailed it. So let's look at what else did we do. And guys, there was some good teachings today, because how to trade the open. So look carefully. I have tweets there. I'm gonna my buddy and developer is going to make it nice, and I'll put it out there. How does the trade at open works? There is an amateur move, the first move, and then there is a trend move, right? So like you saw on run or on Upwork, amateur move, because amateurs chase, and then the trend move, right? The dips. The professionals watch for a good risk reward entry and the trend move. So read this, I tweeted about it, I will put it on YouTube as well. So yes, there was all the W guidance. So DXC short, yeah. So, and there were some very nice trades in the room. Baba was a gap trade. Oh, I forgot about Tesla. Very good trade today. It was this 1 hour trade. A lot of good ideas in the floor today on the Tesla. Okay, you see, I'm giving the guidance all day on whatever I trade or whatever I am looking at. So I wanted to show you the Tesla. Okay, let's see Tesla. Come on, Tesla, very interested in the swing, although at that time it was a little higher, very interested in the swing. Right at open, Tesla pulled back to 253, held the EMA Clouds, and then when it was crossing this level, I said if it holds, we see higher into the gap fill, and Tesla met our target to 260.14 on our gap fill. So that was pretty good trade right there. So very easy mid of the day trade, and at the same time we were tracking the market, guys. I was tracking, because I don't do anything without tracking what SPY and QQ are doing, right? So I had a guidance on SPY, QQQ as well, and on this bounce. So let's see what was my guidance saying. Okay, let's see. Okay, SPY, come on, filter it, filter SPY. All right, I guess it's not gonna filter. Let's try QQQ. Nope, no, the system is not going to filter it right away today. Let me try again. Okay, let's look at the SPY guidance. So SPY, we had all our levels set, and I was talking about how the SPY, the resistance is at 450, and the pre-market support, and how there were sellers, and we and then we bounced it over this, and then yes, the VIX was important thing what we were using to trade SPY today. And it's again, guys, it's my SPY VIX strategy. I have it here on my website. If somebody wants to go on my website that I posted the complete process of, this is my website, guys. If you go to my website and you go to SPY VIX trades, read it, and you will learn a lot. SPY VIX trades over the years. Lot to learn here, guys. Lot to learn. So that's how we nailed SPY and VIX QQQ today. On the long side, on the bounce, on the support. I'm not going to go in detail, but everybody was profitable on SPY and QQQ. You can study this and then come to me, ask any questions. This is also one of the strategies which I started on the FinTwit. I made it popular and now everybody's using it. I'm very proud of this. So make sure you study it. All right, guys. So now we go to the section 2. Let's talk about some penny stocks before I go. I was trying to scalp this penny stock in the morning. It was just a quick scalp to 250, and then 250 was our resistance. If it went over 250, my target was 3. So I tried to long here somewhere over 223 pre-em breakout, and then I scalped a little, and then it came back. I stopped out for a scratch, because the first move in the day is when it pulls back, it doesn't hold, it's not gonna go. So remember, before 10 a.m. moves, just I talked about amateur move and the trend move. So that was the penny trade today. And there were many other great trades on the floor today. People just nailed it on so many trades. And many trades from my watch list, like Etsy short, were good, right? We work with the watch list. We have to be ready in the open, right? So everything was good today, guys. So, we're just blessed to have a great week. Even if tomorrow is red, I don't care, because we were so green today. And why we're green? Because we are following our system, guys. We are following our system. So if you want to learn, just watch these videos. If you come out of a community, trade with us. And if you can't come to community, that's fine. Just keep learning from what I post. Spread the word. Share my videos. I want everybody to learn and prosper. So all right, guys, now we go to the big ones, our earning trades after hours. We killed it. Let's talk about it. After hour trades. So there were 3 winners after hours. 3 winners. Let's see what they were. Amazon long, DKNG long, Apple short. So I'm going to show you something, how I review the earnings. I never keep the earnings. I never do that, right? First of all, I'm just going to show you like what I was doing, because I don't want you guys to say Ripster didn't do anything and he's just saying he did that or did that, right? So let's look at it before I go there. So, okay. All right. So I was here. Apple, I was long versus 130 as soon as I saw the earnings. I read the earnings. Now, of course, I use the technical levels to long them, and now I will explain in a bit what I looked in the Apple. And I was short Apple, small size, nothing much, right? I was short Apple somewhere here. I could have had better entry, but I was a little late. And I was long DKNG, right? So now you guys know I was short Apple, I was long Amazon, I was long DKNG, right? Posted on the floor. Now let's look at it. What was I looking at? Why was I long? So guys, the earnings, right? So of course, when I talk about the next day trades, they are different on the setups and earning. Now I'm talking about what I try to read in the earnings, right? What is that brings confidence in me to understand what's going to happen, right? So let me show you. So let's look here, right? So Amazon, very impressive year-over-year growth for a 1.3 trillion company. What did it do? Last year, same quarter, their revenues were 121 billion. This quarter, 134 billion. So what I see, or what's the growth year over year, same quarter? That's what you need to see. It's impressive growth for a big company. Revenue growth, EPS, nothing but the profit earnings. That also crazy growth from 13 cents to minus to 65, right? So you see the growth. I was impressed. That's why I was long, right? I talked about it. So you see the Amazon. You already see Amazon is trading where over 141. I was guiding Amazon all the way. Amazon I was guiding in my comments. So let's look at Coin test, man, I should have shorted coin at 100. It was a cycle level. DKNG. Why was a long DKNG? Look at the revenue last year, same quarter. 500, almost 900. That's a lot of improvement, right? That's lot of improvement. EPS, yeah, not bad, but the revenue growth, that is 87%. Even in the last quarter, quarter over quarter, this is what you look and see. And why was I short Apple? Apple had 83 billion revenue last quarter, same year. Oh, sorry, same quarter last year, and it had what, 81 billion revenue, right? EPS, not a big change for a $3 trillion company, so nothing crazy. So I was short, 190, right? Short scalping, 189, more lows, right? DKNG Amazon long, still holding. DKNG, I think I mentioned, took some gap support for the Twitter as well. So big, already winning. I'm just gonna hold it, scaled out a little bit. Amazon was nice, DKNG was nice, and Apple keeps going, right? I already covered though, but this is you see, and you see how you play your setups. I mean, how many wins we had today. I mean, we had a lot of wins, but you don't trade everything full size. After hours, you don't trade crazy. You just trade small, little wins count. But so that's what it is about, guys. That's how you analyze. And I don't recommend amateur traders to trade after hours. You need some experience to trade after hours. And once you have that, then you can trade. And I'll post the link of my broker. You can use that, and you can get my discounts, and it's gonna work for you. So well, guys, this was today. Tomorrow is going to be fun. Lot of lotto trades, lot of profit this week. So I'm gonna use some profit money to trade tomorrow. And this video, guys, watch it again and again. Learn. Every earning season you should be ready. Remember, if the earnings chart is good next day and it's breaking out, like for example, if Apple broke 200, I would have been longed because it's all-time high on the earnings, right? So those are the concepts. So remember these concepts, and I'm always here. Anytime, just ask comments on YouTube, ask me on Twitter, or you can come to my community. If you, for some reason, you can't afford to join our community, send me a nice note on my website. I'll pay for your membership if I think you deserve it. Because the thing is, you first need to have, again, I say that again because I see a lot of people, they want to trade with me because they want to grow their account overnight, and they just think, okay, RIP is a shortcut, and if we follow RIP, we will make crazy money. And they hardly have $500 or $1,000 in the account. And I don't appreciate it, right? Because if you just have that much money, I understand we have a passion to learn and grow. But you can't trade with scared money. You need to have your life priorities set first. Your job, your work, your savings. Then you put the capital to trade, right? And then you invest, right? You know how much I invest in a lot of things. I pay thousands of dollars in the services I use because that's my investment. So if you're a serious trader, you have to invest in certain things. Invest in a community, not in the buy sell alerts. Invest in a community where you can trade, and maybe you learn something and you go trade on your own, on alone. But I wanted to throw it out there because I see people have wrong priorities. So anyways, guys, not going to lecture on that too much, but keep learning, keep grinding. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for your support. Share my videos if you like them. I'm glad only reason I'm more active on YouTube because all of the love you guys give me. So I'll keep doing it. Thank you. Bye.